Several years ago, the popular musical group, the Beatles, released a song about Imagine. The song was called Imagine. So you may think I'm a dreamer, but definitely there's a lot of things that imagination can bring into one's life. Imagination is so powerful, and when God created you and I in His image and likeness, He created imagination. He put imagination in the mind of man as a creative power which can be used for good, but others also can use it for evil. In the book of Genesis chapter 11, in verse 6, it talks about the Tower of Babel, how the children of Israel began to build. They wanted to build a tower that would get to heaven. Well, it depends on the kind of heaven they believed heaven looked like. Somebody may have been thinking that heaven is like the sky. Or maybe someone could be dreaming as far as the moon. You know what I mean? When you look at the distance of the moon, someone may say, that's as far as how heaven could be. But we know it's much more than that. But it depends on their imagination. And we found a case whereby they made up their mind that they were going to build a tower that would get to heaven. It tells you about the power of the made-up mind, decision. When someone decides on a matter. And that's why the first lesson we shared concerning Neville Goddard had to do with knowing what you want, having a clear objective as regards what you want, deciding that this is what you want to achieve, this is your goal, this is your desire. And once you have that clarity, it's not enough for you to just talk about what you want. Some people have fantastic memories, but others don't have the kind of memory that those who have fantastic memories have. So in that case, they need to have a way of storing down that information. And the best way is to do what? The best way basically is to write it down. So when we have a paper and pen, whatever we write down definitely will last. It's something that we won't forget. So when we write down our goal, we write down that thing which we want, our desire, then we can actually fix it in our memory easily. It's very, very easy to remember what you write. Now, once you have decided what you want, another lesson is simple. You need to write it down in a way as if you've already achieved it. It's not enough to just say, well, this is what I want, and then you say, okay, I'm going to get it in the future. We're not talking about getting it in the future here. We're talking about you believing that you already have it. And so you are going to write it as if you've already achieved it. You already have it. And how can you do that? How? It's very easy. Very, very easy. What you need to do is this. Imagine that goal that you want, that desire you want, you already have achieved it. How would you feel? What would you tell yourself? What would people tell you? That feeling, that emotion, can you put it in writing? Yes, you write it in a way that, yes, I have now received that particular thing that I desire. And now, I have it in my possession now. I feel excited, I feel joyful, I feel happy. You need to put that feeling down in writing. Once you can get clarity as regards that, then of course, it becomes easier for you. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And what I'm simply saying is this. It's not just enough to just make up your mind this is what you want. But you must take that first step to put it into concrete form by writing it down on paper. And then that way, you will definitely be making a major step towards the materialization of it. And whatever it is that you are desiring of God, that you imagine, it must be something that is of good report, something positive, something constructive, something that will add value to your own life and to the life of other people. Because the truth is this: if it doesn't add value to you, it doesn't add value to others, then it's just a waste of time. So you must ensure that whatever it is you are doing, whatever you are desiring, whatever you are writing down, whatever you want is something that will bring joy to you and bring joy to others. You will not need to cheat others to get it. And once you write it down clearly, in the form that you have already received it, that is, it's already yours, then it is now easy for you to imagine it clearly in your mind. The Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So I believe that if you do this, if you take this next step by actually writing it down clearly as if you have already received it, then you are very, very close to achieving it. If you have been blessed by this video, please remember to subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed, and then check the description. Check for other resources here, the ones I've pinned. It will help you a great deal. God bless you.